Hello everybody and welcome to another build tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to construct a mushroom house. This fungi themed abode is perfect for fantasy settings as a place for witches and wizards to brew potions among other things. This build looks best when it's complemented by other mushrooms, so it lends itself more to the dark oak forests and mushroom fields. Space is a bit tight in here, but there's plenty of room for all of your survival utilities and then some. If you're going to be building along with me, a list of materials can be found in the video description. So, let's get started, shall we? So, here we are in a super flat world. We've got some of the first building materials you'll need for constructing this house. Let's get straight into things. You're going to want to place a cross. Now, you don't actually have to use mushroom stems specifically. You could use calcite, white concrete, or any other white block that you might think is appropriate. You are then going to take this cross pattern and repeat it up for about 15 to 10 blocks. From testing, I found out that these crosses are most effective when they're connected to each other by at least one block. So please do bear that in mind when constructing your crosses. Once you've achieved a shape for your stem that you consider to be appropriate, you're then going to want it to take a few extra mushroom blocks and just smoothen out some of the edges. So I recommend using a block like a Shroomlight or another block that you've got during this construction process, because if you break blocks like these, they will not have an effect on the mushroom stem itself. Additionally, making your base a little bit thicker than the rest of the stem just adds an extra layer of realism and makes the build feel a little bit more structurally stable. Now, we're going to be using some dark oak slabs to create a platform. Bear in mind that this build has a 2-block center. You can build a 7x7 dark oak slab circle, and to construct a way up to the top of your house, you're going to take your spruce trapdoors and find the block directly beneath it on the ground and place your trapdoors so that they are facing away from this block, so that when you flick them, like I am going to now, you can place ladders on the front side for you to climb up to your mushroom house. We can now work on the outside rim of your cross shape and place spruce stairs on the edges of each point of the cross. In each of the corners, you're going to want to take a dark oak slab to fill in that block here. Place 2 spruce planks on either side of it to complete this spruce rim. Taking your spruce stairs from the previous step, this time we're going to be placing them on top of the spruce planks at an angle. Then, on top of those, we're going to place 2 spruce fences. And on the edge adjacent to that diagonal, take some dark oak fences, build 3 blocks up with them on either side, and then take some dark oak stairs, place 2, some trapdoors, which when flipped upwards face towards the inside of the build, and then place some temporary blocks on top so that you can add in some dark oak stairs, add in some spruce stairs on the spruce fences, add in 2 spruce plank blocks. And repeat this for all of the walls except for the front with your ladder, which we will come to in a short moment. Let's place one more layer on top of these blocks. Take some spruce planks and place 2 on top of the previous diagonal spruce planks. Place in 2 spruce planks on the edges and 2 dark oaks in the center. And repeat this for all 3 of the sides. So moving to the front, you're going to want to take out your dark oak doors and place 2 next to each other on the center next to your ladder. With the 2 dark oak doors down, you can place 3 dark oak fences on the 2 upside down stair blocks either side of them. Place 2 dark oak trapdoors on top of the dark oak doors and flip them up. And then line the top of the dark oak fences with a row of 4 spruce stairs, and then repeat the pattern for the top layer on the front as well. For now, let's head inside and give some details to the interior. So when you come in here, you'll notice that it's very airy, and to fix this, we're going to be taking our spruce trapdoors and we're going to place them against each of the dark oak fences. And once you've repeated this for all of the 4 sides of the build, we can start to think about this central space. Now, if you don't want to have the mushroom stem going through the center of your build, you can simply fill in the 4x4 dark oak planks in its place. Alternatively, you could continue the stem upwards towards the mushroom cap. When you're doing this, you can also place in some Shroomlights to add in some extra ambient lighting. Once you reach the final layer of our current construction, you can go 1 block up and fill in all of the air blocks between the non-existent next layer and the mushroom stem tower with more mushroom stems and Shroomlights. For lighting, you could also use lanterns or lit candles placed on top of furniture around your building, such as bookshelves or maybe barrels. With your lighting out of the way, let's place in a few survival utilities. One of the most important of these is, of course, the bed, which you could line with trapdoors. You could also include some furnaces around the room, maybe on the ceiling, lining the different corners. No witch's hut is complete without a cauldron. Once you've got a layout for the interior of your room, we can move on constructing the mushroom's cap. In regards to the block palette, the mushroom cap is relatively simple. If you choose to use the red mushroom block, then you will only need to use 1 block throughout the whole of its construction. If you do not have access to these blocks, then you could alternatively use red concrete mixed in with white concrete to create this cap. I will be using the red mushroom block. So we're going to take the 4 spruce stairs, go 1 block up and 1 block outwards, and place a row of 6 mushroom blocks parallel to the stairs. Then we're going to line the rest of the second uppermost layer with these red mushroom stem blocks by taking a temporary block, placing the red mushroom stem block, and repeating this until we reach the next 4 stairs, where we can repeat the process shown just a moment ago to complete a full outline. Once this outline is in place, we can then go down to this layer, add another layer of red mushrooms on top of it, and construct another layer of mushroom blocks 1 block in from the first. We're going to repeat the process of going 1 block up and making a new layer of red mushroom blocks. However, in addition to the 6 blocks from the first few times we've done this, we're going to place 4 extra blocks in front of them to add a bit more substance and shape to the mushroom cap. As we continue up to the top 4x4 square of the mushroom cap. You can fill in the layer here, then place some additional red mushroom blocks on the top to create the final layer of the mushroom cap. But hold on a moment, that's one very symmetrical mushroom cap you've got there, Mr. Villager, and you would be completely correct, because the next and final step of constructing this mushroom house is going to be to roughen out the shape of your mushroom cap to make it look a bit more organic and asymmetrical. If you would like to remove this hollow space at the top of your mushroom cap and make it not visible to the player, all that will require is a simple line of spruce and dark oak planks in order to cover that up. If you enjoyed this build tutorial, please do let me know down in the comments. And additionally, if you have any constructive criticism or words of wisdom, then I'd be happy to take all of you guys' advice into account for the next tutorial. Until then, I'm Villager64, and I hope you all have a good day!